Hi, this is Tamar George, and this painting is about the seven initiations. So I first wanted you to get a sense of this ladder, and on the first ladder is birth, on the next ladder is baptism, on the next ladder is transformation, then crucifixion, and then transfiguration, ascension, where she's flying off the top of the ladder back to the comforter. And all this time she's going through this maze. So, what is this? The seven initiations are ways that we experience growth on planet Earth. And initiations, you do understand, is levels, different levels of understanding, different levels of knowing. So the first one is birth. And birth is, we're here, we're in three-dimensional form. This is a new experiment. And that sometimes takes lifetimes to experience that. And then we move on to baptism. And baptism is understanding that you are all that is, that this whole reality is ultimately of source creation. And since you're part of source creation, it's you. And so you chose to be here at this time to understand you're way more than you ever knew. Now, early on in history with Atlantis, and I talk about that in my book, we knew. We knew that we were all that is. It wasn't until the Dark Ages, the misuse of power, that we lost who we were. And then we had religions say, you're just a lowly little worm. You're not much at all. And that's when we got into we're not enough. We're not enough this, we're not enough that, we're not enough of this other thing. And when you move into baptism, you understand you are more than enough. You are source. And then transformation, which in this lifetime, the transformation to me was transforming my old beliefs. And so it's a mental, emotional, it's physical, it's transforming who you are so that you can be a happier you. And then you go through the crucifixion, which is really the letting go, the grieving process to who you were and what you went through. And I did that with my past life books. I did that with, this was the times we were living in. These were the choices I made. Some of them were okay, most of them. So then you move to transfiguration. That's a total change. And that's when we talk about the light workers on the planet. They are being transfigured. They are going into their light body. Their thoughts are love and light. And then we move into ascension, which you see them flying off the ladder. And that really is we ascend back home to the comforter, which is really moving back into the wholeness of that, what I call entity over soul, the greater giant spirit of us, because that's who we truly are. And it takes lifetimes and lifetimes to go through those initiations. I just really wanted to emphasize that.